I'm number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see them in my rear view. Switch. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Switch. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleed.
Turn that light green, just follow the burns. You miss the obstacle, it's going to cost you 10 seconds. You hit a cone, it's going to cost you 5 seconds. Going for the time. Starting out through the frame twisters. Couple little singles right there to the right-hander. Following the berms around. Got a couple little obstacles there. Try to keep them honest. Second set of frame twisters. Small obstacle and a pretty quick left-hander right here. Now this is a pretty sharp, just a little better 90-degree right-hander through here. Quick little tabletop section. Got a set of doubles right here. Number 7, Caden back. You're needed in the lineup. Number 7, Caden back. Tanner O'Reilly, a country side auto Jeep Cherokee. Trying to make that final left-hander down here. Couple more obstacles right there. Through the soup. Gonna line her up and finish. Let's help him out, Hartford. Not afraid of the loud pedal. Quick through the frame switches that first set there. Into the right-hander. Another set of frame twisters right there. Stay to the right side. Nice smooth run right now. Up into the turning berm. Gonna make a pretty sharp right-hander here. Ever. Thanks to Kevin and Amy Ball. So Newark, Ohio's Cody Wright threw that first right-hander into that second set of frame twisters. Looks like everybody's kind of hanging off to the right to try to avoid the deepest part of those frame twisters, at least early on. Taking that first left-hander. I said, I think this part of the track's really going to tell the drivers, because it's pretty tight right through there. Through that first set of doubles, get you lined up. Still got the front axle ready. That's the important part so far. Making the final left-hand turn here. Back on. I don't believe that he missed anything. The penalty there. Cody, you're on the field. Here he comes. There he goes. Well, it's 4x4, but I don't think the four-wheel drive is working on a Jeep Grand Cherokee, as the front tires didn't appear to move when he was taking off. Ashley, Ohio's Eric Ramelsberg. Through that second set of frame twisters. Very tactical force right here. Gets real pretty smooth. Sharp right-hander. Getting lined up for that second set of double. Getting off the middle. It's going to save the vehicle for another day. Hartford. unfortunately. No penalties, I think it's going to cost some time. Hartford 866-196. Good looking run going so far. Gets the back end way up in the air, but keeps control of it. As long as that back end doesn't pass you, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I'll have to wait trackside for the official word on that. Getting around there pretty good so far, but I don't know that she's going to get charged for missing obstacle. Have a little trouble with that right-hander down there. Wait word trackside to see if she gets charged with missing the obstacle. If they're going to give her credit for at least taking the right side tires over it. I'm not an official. I can't make that call. Lines up for the second set doubles. Up and skipping and bouncing up into the burn. Stays on the wheels. Reverse light actually works. Shoot, that's better than half the cars on the road today. So right now, I was going to go out on the berm trying to get that deep green Cherokee turn. For the final infield portion, she'll make this final right-hander. Trying to get lined up and cut her time off at the end. These one to run so far. Gets up into the embankment there, keeps rolling. Keeps it moving. That's not a Jeep Cherokee, that's a Subaru. Have a little bit of trouble there. Like I said, that's going to be the real technical part of the course right there. Usually what everybody's going to have to pay attention to. Got my list. Oh, there we go. Jordan Starr out of Johnstown. Jared Starr out of Johnstown. The 2003 Blue Forester. Sponsor machine, Army Subaru. Star Farm, Star Trucking, and Star Custom Greensman Dodge Dakota four-wheel drive. How many people think that bed's going to stay on there for the length of the run? Skating back. Oh, there's 5 seconds. Knocked the cone. Pretty wet on the infield part of the course right now. Caden's got 2 years rough truck experience trying to get up for the double. Losing everything out of these 4.5-foot dumpsters. Caden gets her turn to make that nice right hand that people been having trouble with earlier on. Well, pretty good looking run, 5-6 penalty, but other than that, continuous movement, that's really kind of the important thing he's going for. Hard on the left, pedal. So far the pedal stayed on to my amazement thus far. Caden back out of Newark. But there it comes, man. 79.141 for Cade Black. 79.141 with the 5-second penalty. But this is Amanda Creel through the first set of frame twisters. Back-to-back Dodge Dakotas. Not something you see a whole lot. Looks like Amanda's having some issues down there. She's found reverse. And she found some pylons. Trying to make sure she gets lined up for every part of the course. Just about missed that right turn through a couple of the infield obstacles. The second set of frame twisters. This is Amanda's first rough truck ever. Getting the pastel blue Dodge Dakota around there. She found reverse earlier. Having a little bit of issues trying to find it this time. Now forward's not going to do you much good. G&B Farms of Croton, Mid-Ohio Paging out of Centerburg. Ag Pro John Deere out of Mount Vernon in New Albany. Holmes Equipment Rental out of Mount Vernon and Sunbelt Rental out of Johnstown for providing us with equipment here tonight. This is Nick Bradley. So Nick Bradley, Nick out of Newark, Ohio, on the loud pedal, trying to make it through that tight right-hander. Get on the back stretch portion, lining up with that double. Alexa with the double, but staying on the loud pedal, skipping and jumping through. Gets your woe, gets your turn. One more left, one more right to finish off this course. For Newark, Ohio's Nick Bradley. All cones are up. I believe he hit all obstacles. I don't think his back brakes are working, but it looks like the fronts are working pretty good. Who needs brakes? Absolutely. Nick Bradley.
His sponsors, Wilson's Lawn Care and O'Reilly's. And Briar Fry for fixing that vehicle he's driving. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a virgin. Welcome him. Pretty quick, and he's right back on court. Ladies and He got buried in a creek. So let's see how he works out tonight. Heck of a recovery there by Grant Campbell.
Dodge Ram 1500, the one-year wonder. This is his dad's old truck. He went and got it out of went and got a junkyard transmission just to finish it off here. Time will tell. Oh, this might be a problem. Oh, well, there he did find reverse. It's a two-year wonder. Got her back in low. Pretty tight right-hander here. Shane Schlesinger. Just gonna send it and leave all kinds of interfenders on the track. I'm thankful he found that reverse here. One more right-hander. I have to find another gear again. One more time. Now, the one-year one, there it is. I thought he was going to wonder where it was. Here he goes. Salvage is sponsor. Been around serving for 15 years, best finish to 10th. For Howard, Ohio's Robert Starmer. Through that second set of frame twisters. A lot of people having trouble on his first left-hander here. Right infield left-hander. Starmer gets up into the barrier a little bit, but keeps rolling. They'll make that tight right-hander. Flying up and down. Sponsors. He says Morris Towing Transport, one of his sponsors. Not only bought the truck, but they brought it here tonight. That's 7 years rough truck experience. Mark the beat right now, you just saw it said 66.078 by Robert Starmer out of Howard. Just that first left-hander, but keeps it rolling. Quick back up, tight right-hander into the back chute. The joke and the finale. Pretty smooth through that back section there. Quick reverse. The Joe Show. More as well as Valley Racing and Tucker's Home Construction. Joe Sheets making that final right hand and we're home. Had to back up a couple times, but really a good time. Dumpster wants to say thanks to mom and girlfriend. I love you both. Second year in rough truck competition for Delaware, Ohio's Tucker James. 66078. 66078 for Robert Starmer out of Howard.
Married to Lawrence Craig, October 5th. This is his third year. Let's see how he does tonight. Now straight out. Headed back in the right direction. Definitely catching some air there. Sponsors, Quick Turn Automotive, offering cash for junk cars tonight. Thanks, Dad. Damien wants y'all to know that he picked that one up from the police themselves. He's been doing this for 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear ya. Jeff Tallman out of Delaware. Jeff's driving that 98 Cherokee. Vehicle name, Proudfoot. Sponsor, Tallman and Son Towing and Hauling, as well as Jeff's been doing these events for 11 years. You want to know where this is? There for sure. Looks like a real clean run for Jeff Tallman. Please, 26, 28, and 29 to staging. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Preston Bizarre out of Homer. He's in a Jeep, and we're going to leave it at that. Sponsored, Kidridge Fencing, as well as me, myself, and I. Crest has been doing these events for 10 years and tends to put on a pretty good show, ladies and gentlemen. See what number 3 puts up.
No way to back in there.
Well, smooth on the back, up, right back on course. Mark's having a good team on here. Let's see what numbers he puts on the board for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let Bart hear you. 29 to 30. Attention, drivers in the pit. We need 29 to staging. Dalton Daniels, please report to staging. Dalton Daniels. Ladies and gentlemen, Bart putting on a good run for you. We appreciate each and every one of the drivers that come down here. It is so entertaining to watch, but we need to let them know we appreciate them.
Wheel drive, he says it doesn't work. Sponsored by the IBEW 1105 and Benner's Custom Drywall. 5 years rough truck experience. Says his best finish was 8th at the Skingum County Fair. So Trent Benner out of Newark, Ohio. Trent getting through that tricky part of the infield right there pretty clean. On to the back chute. Nice and smooth thus far. Martin C. Still right in the 64-second range, I do believe. Trent Benner. Good looking run this far. Nice quiet and steady. Still got the exhaust on it. Final right-hander. By the escape room. It's his first ever rough truck event. Logan Workman out of Newark. Newark, Ohio's Logan Workman into that tricky part of the infield right there. The Escape at 13 truck, lucky number 13. 1999 Ford Ranger. Got her rolling forward. Got another gear. Got into that tight right-hander down through there. Definitely driver's track this year. Logan Workman. Pretty clean run thus far. Taking that final right-hander. Let him hang, Hartford, you need your head. On the red limiter. Well, that's getting out of Newark. Matt going through that second frame set of frame twisters there. I guess that's a tongue twister as well. Oh, have a little bit of trouble. That's a real tight left-hander down there on the frame twister. lot of guys having some issue right there. That appears to be the key to the rough truck event at the Hartford Fair tonight. Matt Shane tried to double it, ended up singling it, and chased it hard right there. But keeps it rolling. It's only obstacle. Run right there. We'll do the timer. 2024. Well, that light is hanging on for dear life. I believe that's a license plate light. That'll get you pulled over if you don't have it on there. As long as it's there, well, he's on way off course. So, Mr. Francis has got a call in 10 seconds right there. And I can't tell for sure, but it looks like the light either went out or fell off, one of the two. Still got one on the right side hanging on for dear life. A.J. Shannon out of Newark. Lands are flat on all fours. Quad Cab Chevrolet Silverado. Having to back up a couple times, but we're going to have 10 seconds to run. If we miss that second set of brake twizzers, the kids are done. Owen Rodenizer, St. Louis, Ohio driver, 2001 Jeep Cherokee, the Ellis Farm Show Pigs. Second ever event. Owen through that second set of frame twisters, coming into that tricky spot right there. A lot of people having some issues with that. I'm going to be interested to see how the modifieds do that here in a few minutes. We'll start them up about another 12 minutes away from modified time. St. Louis, Ohio driver right here though. Getting the pretty good bounce. Keeps the truck underneath. He's got a good looking time. Clean run on the car. Might need down a cylinder, but that might actually help him a little bit. Oh, look at Hartford. What number we got on that one there? Well, I've got this listed as an 05 Chevy 4x4, but I don't believe that's a Chevy. And it looks like it's a typical Dodge desk, the tailgate falling off. John Prince, the 05 Chevy, the Clown Prince. Sabo Custom Services, the sponsor. Says this is my second year of rough truck competition. I've had a break in between. So John Prince, tailgate, have it hanging on for dear life. Yeah, we got a bring the loud bell. 2005 Dodge, half ton, four-wheel drive, the Clown Prince machine. John Prince. Tell you what, I gotta give you some of them Dodge tailgate straps. That thing is holding that thing on for dear life. Coached against him in City League football many moons ago to tell you kind of, I guess, date myself. He's been rough trucking for 13 years, and I coached a team that played against him in City League football. I've known the young man for a day or two, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Ryan Combs not messing around with that tricky part right there and nail in reverse. Keeping her rolling, going to hit that tight right-hander. Trying to carry some speed into that back chute. Keeps it rolling. Ryan Combs strong looking on the bar. Really carrying it with the lead, staying on the loud pedal of the bunch. Final right-hand corner. Hard on the loud pedal. Got the wipers on the seat.
Dawson looking like he's going to put in a pretty clean run here. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? We would also like to take a minute to thank each and every one of our spectators here at the Hartford Fair. We always thank our drivers and the organizers and all of the EMTs, the fire staff, but ladies and gentlemen, the event also does not happen without you. Daniel's out of Kirkersville, making a nice clean run. And then he's clear. Once again, sponsor of the vehicle is Chuck Towing. That was pulled up at impound yard last night. And a good strong finish from Dawson Daniels. Seems to be having trouble with that curve right there. Wyatt back in that F-150 up and getting right back on course. First run for Wyatt Conley out of Newark. J&S Management Services and Concrete Professionals. This is his first run. For being his first run, Dylan's showing no fear out there. Is he going to make it around the dreaded curve? Nope. Oh! Almost. Again,
Ohio. Hey, real quick, I want to say special thanks to Lonnie Richardson. Lonnie doing the work to build the track here tonight at the Hartford Fair. Lonnie'd like to thank Cameron and Ada Facemeyer. They supplied the dozer and water truck. So I want to say a special thanks to Cameron and Ada Facemeyer for giving us the equipment, and Lonnie for using it, putting it to good use.
Our corporate sponsor of the day, Martin Truck. And sponsor of the day, John Hendler Honda. Support equipment provided by Iron Side Construction Inc. out of Sudbury, Advantage Ag Equipment out of Mount Vernon, Columbus Equipment out of Columbus, Ohio, Stain Welker Equipment from Utica, Andy Farms out of Croton, Mid-Ohio Painting out of Cinnaburn, Astros, John Deere out of Mount Vernon.
On the side, getting the green light through that first set of frame twisters, down the front stretch and missing the turn. Well, that's going to be at least a 20-second penalty. I believe there's at least 2 obstacles.
I'm not sure about you guys. Yeah, he puts on one heck of a show.
On the side kick, now working. Grabbing a handful of turning brake. Down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is tailwork stop. Sponsors, Metzger Racing and Metzger Farms. He's been doing this for about 4 years. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is Nate Metzger out of Junction City. It's way quiet out here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear ya. That was a little better, I have hope. Okay, that's just putting on quite a show here. Looks like she's gonna There wasn't much to hold Nate up at all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's out of Junction City. He calls that vehicle Sponsors, Independency LLC, CJ's Garage, Home Health Care, Judson Trucking, and Snyder Funeral Home. David's been doing this for about 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, David Judson out of Newark. That just looks like fun. He's gonna bring that money straight home. That's gonna bring up Strong. Calvin out of Belleville. Broad sponsors, All Out LLC. And Antler Ridge Lawn Care. This is his 2nd year joining us here at the Hartford Fair, and he says his first year was Looks like Brock might be struggling a little. Flying out of that back line. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Calvin out of Belleville. driven by Candace Reloaded. Stock and City Tires. He's been doing this for 14 years. It's a Candace also wrong. Someone up here has so kindly done that nice vehicle there, the mystery machine. His sponsor is old Croton. He got one shout out. His neighbor Steve, to his girlfriend Debbie for putting up with him. Dickerson out of Alberta in that 94 Ford Ranger. He likes to call her Plum Crazy. His sponsor, Rent to Own. He wants to shout out a great big thank you to the Rent to Own manager in Mount Vernon, John Sarp, as well as a very near and dear to him with Miss Jackie B. This will be the very first fair that Austin has done 3 consecutive years. Ladies and gentlemen, that's awesome. That's a heck of a smooth run out of Austin Dickerson out of Alberta, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, sponsor, Rent to Own. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Preston out of Alberta in that 91 Dodge B100. The sponsor, Auto Repair on Cinnamon. We're going to go ahead and call that Mikey set. Thank you for doing this around out there. And of course, Shorty's Auto Repair. Shorty says he's been doing this somewhere around 104 years. He took second time. He's only behind Will Conway. Beautiful run there. Peters out of Picassola. He's in that. Mary out of Newark, and that Cherokee, he likes to call that one Grandpa's Wings. His sponsors, Ohio Tire and Shackleford Disposal, as well as High Class Drive. He tried to get me to say that 5 times fast. It's not happening. Wes has been doing this for around 5 years, and he usually plays it pretty high, but Mary out of Newark. Once again, the sponsors, Ohio Tire, Shackleford Disposal, and High Class Drive. Sponsors on Grandpa's Wings. Gentlemen, what's the Mary out of Newark? His sponsor, AJ's Transmission. JJ's in Harrison, and he would like to thank my husband, Andy Dice, for putting up with me. Al's been doing this for right around 11 years. And he only let me know I need to be the new driver of that truck. Ladies and gentlemen, Varner Jr. in second place, ladies and gentlemen. Only person ahead of him, Shorty Ellis.
Brad Talbot, getting a little long on the point right there. That's going to be out. The Buxton Loop Evolution. 2010 Ford F-150. In the visual sign shop, some of the spots. Mark to beat his dad's got it 45.160. 45.160 on Mark to beat right now. Oh, this is a big wide turn into that technical part of the infield. Coming down back.
I don't know about you, honey, but it looks like he's trying to give Logan a run for it. Oh, no.
Had a good run going right there to the fire went out. Now let him hear you, Hartford. Looks like he's just like, you know what?
and gentlemen, this is Blake's second year driving in our rough truck. Let Blake hear you. Once again, Blake Shoemaker out of St. Louisville in that 2000 Jeep Cherokee. We like to call it the Cobbler. Sponsored by Our Towing. He also wants to thank his neighbor and his mom. I love you, Mom. This is his first year and his first event. He's ready to put on a show, ladies and gentlemen. He decided to make his own course, but here we go. Jacob Myers out of Johnstown. B&J Towing. And thanks to his neighbor and mom.
Let's get them lined up, let's get them in the shoot. 40 to 49, let's get them lined up, let's get them in the shoot.
And Jacob Myers bringing it home. Let's see what numbers he's
About mine. 6 will be Dennis Webb out of Johnson. 5th will be David Judson out of Newark. 4th will be Al Barter Jr. out of Canton. 3rd will be Dustin Jacobs out of Coshocton. 2nd will be Willis Ellis out of Centerburg. And your winner, also out of Centerburg, that's going to be Logan Ellis.
Deja vu. We've got Karen Wysocki out of Marengo out here. Karen's driving that 98 Grand Cherokee. She likes to call that one Grandma's headache. Her sponsor, Copeland Water Sports. And Papa Drive. Karen wants y'all to know, Donna's got a brand new boat in it, giving it all she's got. Go, Karen! Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Wysocki out of Marengo. Oh.
So Johnstown, Ohio's Caleb Anderson, 01 Dodge Durango. So your current leader of the stock class is Karen Wysocki with a 5.7. On top of the leaderboard, 57,895, the mark to beat for the stock class truck. Gil Anderson out of Johnstown. The Countryside Auto sponsor, 2001 Dodge Durango. Maybe Justin might have a warrant or something, doesn't want people to know exactly who he is. Justin's out of Johnstown, Ohio. The Hyundai Sonata, sponsored by B&J Towing. First ever event. I want to say big thanks to Big Rob, Justin L.
My last name had like 14 letters in it, and I wasn't doing it. He's Justin L.
Modified drivers, if you heard your name on the top of your body waiting for you down underneath us. We got your money down at the gazebo. Modified drivers, if you want to come collect your money, we have it down at the gazebo. 41, 42, and 43 to staging. 41, 42, 43 to staging. Sean Catalona, Camden Chapman, and Bradley Shoemaker, your needed staging. This is Justin L. Noah Zygo out of Johnstown. So Noah Zygo having some issues with the full-size Dodge Ram. It's got the typical Dodge transmission. Corner sure is tough for these Dodge vehicles without the turning brakes, I'm telling you. That is definitely the tricky part of the course right there. Carrying a lot of speed, gonna have to hit reverse in a hurry. Nope, he's got forward. Getting by reverse. Maybe. There's forward. Looks like he's kind of got reverse working somewhat. On the clock, Adam. I gotta put you on the clock, buddy.
Kendall's driving that 98 Dodge Ram 4x4. They call that Special K. The sponsor, Hot Shot Secrets. Kendall is driving in memory of Jack Allen and driving for Toby Rogers. This is Kendall's first event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Kendall. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Rogers out of Marengo, driving Special K. Again, driving in memory of Jack Allen and driving for Toby Rogers. Sponsor, Hot Shot Secrets. Run by Kendall out of Marengo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Kendall Rogers out of Marengo. Kendall Rogers 81.154. Kendall Rogers 81.154. Again, the sponsors Croton, Fire Seal, LLC. Above the Rest Garage Doors and Busted Knuckle Car Club. That's Sean Catalona out of Marengo. Sean's been doing this for 4 years and did play third in Lisbon. Looks like Sean's going to put in a pretty good time. He's got a nice round here, folks. John Catalona going to bring that problem child across the line. Let's hear it. All-wheel drive. That vehicle is in memory of Daniel Chapman. Sponsors, AJ's Towing. This vehicle is a tribute to his brother. He wants to thank all his friends and family. Candace been doing this for 4 years. Once again, his sponsor, AJ's Towing, and he is driving in memory of his brother, Daniel Chapman. SS Olivia. His sponsor, AJ's Towing, and he is driving in memory of Caleb Cooper Ryder. He's been doing this for 4 years, and he's just out here to put on a show, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear you! In his words, it's all about the fun. Bradley Shoemaker out of the east. We need numbers 51. Bradley Shoemaker getting it right back on course. We got an open hatch. We got parts everywhere, and he's not stopping. Like you said, he's here to put on a show. Let him hear ya. 51 to 59 to Stacey. Attention, all drivers in the pit. 51 to 59. Bradley Shoemaker out of Eastland.
Going on safari at a very slow pace. The little train that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Well, even at that slow of a speed, he missed the turn. Aiden Brenson, all 3 cylinders going. Coming through that second set of frame twisters.
Give it the beat!
The Ginger Beard Machine. A1 Dumpster, K&M Management Services, Countryside Auto on the side of that machine. And I think he's got to the floor. All right, Hartford Fair, let him hear ya. Aiden Brenson, the Expedition, going Mach 0.05. That's going to be Jake O'Neill. Jake O'Neill out of Columbus, Ohio, 2003 Jeep. A couple of these we might have missed on our sponsor pages. Jake getting lost. Should have taken a right turn in Albuquerque right there. There he goes. Jake O'Neill out of Columbus, 2003 Jeep. Finally made that right turn in Albuquerque. Going through the infield section here. Along the back stretch. Alexis single to double. Jake O'Neill finding the lock pedal right there through that last set of brake twisters in the infield. Here he comes, Columbus, Ohio, Jake O'Neill, the Countryside Auto sponsored machine. Clean run. Cleared track, green flag, and we're off. Briar Fry almost missing the right turn, but gets her back in. Coming through that second set of frame twisters there. Into the tricky left-hander. Takes up over the bank, but keeps it going. No reverse needed yet. Still bouncing. Handle just went out. Gotta put you on the clock, Briar. Unfortunately, you got 10 seconds to keep rolling. Got a green light. Here she goes. Riley Coyle out of Hebron. Tailgate especially for these full-size vehicles. Once again, running in memory of Randy Lawrence. This is Riley Coyle out of Hebron.
Have you ever wanted to watch these sharks?
Down the back, you're still hanging on for your life. Later on, got us through everything. Try to get this last third. Gunner, here you are, Hartford. A farm, work from a farm, to go take cupcakes for his wedding. Says he wants to thank his wife for putting up with him. 15 years rough truck experience. Best finish is second at the Morrow County Fair. So this is Brian Cupcake Arthur. Made the right turn into Albuquerque. Coming through that second set of frame twisters. The mark to beat right now, Sean Catalona with a 53.203. 53.2303. Makes that tricky left-hander in that tight portion of the course. Jacob Stanton gets a lot of noise. Right-hander, does he keep it going? Is the truck still running? Truck is not still running. On the clock, Jacob, I know everybody else, I gotta do it to you, unfortunately. You have 10 seconds to get it going.
And here goes Josie. Hartford, let her hear you. Josie's driving that 96 Jeep Cherokee 4x4. She likes to call it 6 roll. Sponsors: Reynolds First Sunoco, Concrete Professionals, Johanna Lucci, and Josh Gates. That curve just keeps getting everyone, Josie. Good job on lining that back up. Show them what you got, Josie. Josie putting on one heck of a show for you, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Hartford Fair. Let her hear you. Let's see what numbers Miss Josie's going to put on the board for us tonight.
First year, second event, the race is started on. Devin Green out of Johnstown, the Ford Escape. Making the proper right turn right there in Albuquerque. Nice job through that tight corner right there in the infield. Clean run right there. Myself, first ever event. Christian Orrery out of Croton in Betty. And he did not make the right turn at Albuquerque. Betty doesn't know her way around the track. I'll bet he's going to figure it out, though. There's the right turn at Albuquerque.
We're going to blame Betty, not Christian.
Christian Orrery making through that tight-headed portion of the course. Is the big Tucson.
I don't know about you, sir, but I think there's enough percent to build me a car for next year.
Just about. Here he comes, the full-size Houston. Made the right turn at Albuquerque. Down into the tight technical portion. Makes that first left-hander, try to make a tight right-hander. Good job, Jackson Roddy. Final left-hand turn. One more right here to go. Let him hear it, Croton. Jackson Roddy out of Centerburg. Good cleaner.
I heard a lot of ahs, but that just looked like fun to me. Matt McGlade, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear you. Leaving behind some parts for pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt McGlade bringing it home from Hebron. That's why we don't sit on the car. Here he goes. Once again, the sponsors, Paisley's Rental, DC Mobile Service and Repair. He's driving that 99 Dodge 1500. Jason putting in a pretty smooth ride out here tonight. Makes that corner. Are you going to show us how a big truck catches air, Jason? Once again, great run from Jason Ferocious out of Stormville. Ladies and gentlemen, what kind of numbers do we think Jason's going to put up tonight? Bringing it home, Jason Brooks from Stormville. Here in one team. Once again, are we going to see a big truck catch there?
Not going.
Putting in one heck of a run here. Once again, his sponsor. That is just the ride. Just the ride. We have Paul Martin right down. And we're back it up the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Cody Brady. Once again, another big thank you to Levi, Marley, and McKenna for helping with the paint job on that vehicle. And a huge thank you to me, myself, and I, says Steven. Thank you to David and Shane for all their hard work on that vehicle. Stephen Bell out of Mount Vernon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what number Steven can put on the board for us tonight. Hartford, let him hear you.
I love you, Rustin.
That was mean. That was mean.
No, I thought we were free.
Wes having some trouble there in the tight infield portion. Gets it back righted, now he's having trouble finding his gears. There he goes. Down the Ranger team remote. That's an obstacle yet. The Red Rockets. Here he comes, Hartford Lake area. Marion Ohio, Katie Eagles, here we go. Makes the right turn at Albuquerque. Wide berth into the tight portion of the infield. Boy, King hard on the line, battle to the back six there. Keeps the rolling. Hitting line reverse. Well, he's got her 40, he's just going to keep rolling around there. Gives her back on course, doesn't miss an obstacle. job. Finishes the run. Since 2013, what I'm being told. Makes the right turn at Albuquerque. He was paying attention to the driver's meeting. Nice job through the infield portion there right there. The jump's a double jump. Keeps it rolling, keeps the car underneath. Deep truck. SUV. Back on the left, they'll do the final right-hander. Here it comes, Hartford. Good run. And we have got parts everywhere. Definitely finished. Chad McGray out of Centerburg. The 2000 Nissan Pathfinder. Al Varner Jr., I got money for you. Al Varner Jr., I got money for you. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You don't come get it, I'll be glad to take it home for you. So, Al, I need you to come to the bottom of the announcer stand. I need you to pick up your money. If you don't, I'll be glad to take it home for you. Chad McGray, Centerburg, Ohio, the 2000 Nissan Pathfinder. The McGray's Lawn Service Sponsor Machine. Knocked the coat down right up there at the other end of the field. So that will cost me 5 seconds. That's got a pretty good looking run. That's your first ever run here tonight, the Hartford Fair in Croton, Ohio. Daniel. Caleb Fisher. Fellow Ohio driver in the 05 Blazer, Billy the Blazer. Through that second section of the frame twisters there, they've gotten beat down pretty good at this point. They're not really all that aggressive so much anymore. Nice job through the tight portion of the infield in that first left-hander. Gonna make his really tight right-hander here down the back stretch. Looking good. Carries the speed into the hop and skip. Good jump and the out. Gonna go down. Once again, truck 71 staging. Daniel Parkin out of Utica. Daniel Parkin out of Utica. I need you to staging. Truck 71. Daniel Parkin out of Utica. I need you to staging. Caleb Fisher. No comes down. I don't believe he's missing the obstacles. Clean run. Make sure his first ever run. 71, truck 71, Daniel Pargin. Daniel Pargin out of Utica. I need you to staging. Daniel Pargin. And it looks like Jaden Smith missed the right turn at Albuquerque there. So Daniel Smith getting assessed a 10-second penalty there. At least, I think he might have missed 2 obstacles in the missing the right turn to Albuquerque. So minimum 10 seconds, maybe more. Again, that's track staff choice. The complete towing, Jeep Cherokee, Jaden Smith. Out of nowhere. Oh, he's on the pedal! On the clock. Makes that first right-hander right there. Into that second set of frame twisters. Wide berth into that tight portion of the infield. You can see that's kind of the key. You want to kick her out wide. Good looking run. He's in control of the truck. He's back right turn at Albuquerque, and I believe the fire may have went out on the 93 Ford Ranger. So on the clock, Clayton, you got 10 seconds to get it rolling. Got the green light, here we go, ladies. Let her hear ya. Through that first set of frame twisters, makes the right-hander. Couple obstacles right there, second set of frame twisters coming up. Missed the cones, great job, Savannah. Makes that tight infield turn there, keeps it rolling. Not having to back up, nothing missed so far. Hard on the line, she goes to the back stretch. The hop, the skip, the jump, kick out. Making that final left-hander, to course down here. 1-4 right-hand turn to go. Here she is, Savannah Clark. First ever event, put the clean run down right there. Kyle Noswiak. Kyle out of Westville, Ohio.
Yeah. Listening to his side of the story.
Kyle Noswiak. Westville, Ohio, an 05 GMC, full-size, four-wheel drive. See, he makes this tight portion right here. This is going to be the trick for him. Even momentum, got a good run right there. Kyle Noswiak, Westerville, Ohio. Might be getting a little right. Still got it rolling. Oh, road takes the quarter right there. Gonna have to back out of that one, I do believe. I'll tell you what, you can see for days with those lights. High-centered right there. Got to put him on the clock like I said. Everybody else gets her out. Got her back rolling. Kyle Noswiak. The 05 GMC. Making that final right-hander. Hard on the long pedal. Greases the final. Major Services Concrete Professional. Just few sponsors on that 96 Jeep. First ever rough truck event right here at the Hartford Fair, Croton, Ohio. Hunter Messer, Johnstown, Ohio. Got the big light bar on so he can see exactly where he wants to be on the track. Taking that tight left-hander. Now he's flying on my backstretch, people. First ever rough truck event. I think you might be looking for a sponsor of a chiropractor. That knocks my feelings out. And it sounds like the fire has went out on the 96 CJ Cherokee. On the clock. Piper Equipment Services for Nick Calaby. First ever event. Right here at the Hartford Fair in Croton tonight. Makes the right turn. Through that second set of frame twisters. Elects to take a tight corner in that tight part of the infield. Catches the berm but keeps it rolling. On the loud pedal. Elects to single a double. Feet out. Doing a fine job right there, keeping it rolling. Carrying a lot of speed through that right-hander. Into the final left-hander right here. 1-4 right-hand turn to go. This is Nick Calaby. Take a good run. Good, clean run. Thanks for his first ever run. Great. Top four. Last call, bring your truck up, we're going to skip you. Cole Teagart, a Ford F-250. Well, not as he hit every obstacle, but he's hit everything else out there. We just need a pace car at this point. not avoiding obstacles. The cone stays up. He hit her square, but it stayed up. Oh, she got down a corner. And having to back up again right there. Awful big vehicle to try to figure out the small track right here. For the Croton, Ohio driver. Everything on the track is advanced to try to get that F-250 to turn. Staying on the pedal. Gonna bring it home right here, let him hear you. And the bed stayed on. Daniel threw that first set of frame twisters. Got the memo to make the right turn at Albuquerque right there. Second set of frame twisters right here. So this has kind of been the trickiest part of the course here tonight. Daniel doing a pretty good job right there, trying to keep it in gear. Down the back stretch, nice and smooth. I like the single and double right there. Taking it easy over the elbow. Carrying a lot of speed through that right hand to their final left-hander. Keep it rolling. Final right hand quarter. Oh, and he forgot to turn right. That's not even the turn at Albuquerque. Alright, unfortunately, Dan, I gotta put you on the clock just like I do everybody else at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see Anthony Cass with a K, making short work of that track in that Dodge Durango. His sponsor, Iron Sight and Red Bull, because he says it gives him wings. A big thanks to his wife, his girlfriend, and his baby mama. He also wants to say we love you, Ashley and company. This is his first year and his first event. Hartford Fair, let him hear you. In the first run, Anthony has really shown his what he's done. Anthony's going to go ahead and come around that last curve in that Dodge Durango. Anthony after the K, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Anthony, he's going to finish strong. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Scott out of heat. Andrew back out of heat in that 94 GT barricade. Most wanted. Another shout out to a sponsor, WFFT, Hit Flag, for the FG. Andrew coming around that last curve. Hartford Fair, let Andrew hear you. Nice minute. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at me, Dylan is doing his tattoo internship. He also is a technician for Last Chevrolet. He wants to thank Addie and Rosaline for putting up with him all the time. This is his second year. Jill is another one who's just here to have fun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show him we're having fun too. That was a little bit of a rough ride, but he straightened it out and bringing it up. Dylan, I feel like you drive. I don't know that I'll need to see you. Dylan doing out of Johnstown, coming around that last curve. Let's see what number Dylan is going for tonight. Wrong! Finished by Dylan Newland out of Johnstown. Day in and day out. Josh has been doing this for 10 years. The heavy vehicle, Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Johnson out of Centerburg. Oh, is Goldilocks doing Josh wrong? Nope. I've been waiting to see this Yukon go over the back road. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Josh Johnson. He's putting on a heck of a show out there. We're going to come around this last corner. Josh Johnson from Centerburg bringing it home. Nice finish driving test, originally out of Centerburg. He's in the 01 Jeep Liberty 4x4. He likes to call that one the Tucker. Sponsor, Tucker's Home Construction. It's only a second run in this truck, but any of us that knows that knows he doesn't keep them long. That's always entertaining when it's all. Once again, sponsored by Croton Construction. Bring it home! Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ryder McCabe out of Galleon in that 97 Jeep Cherokee 4x4. The vehicle name, Ryder's Rig. The sponsor, his own pocket. He does want a big shout out to Herbert. Thanks, Herbert. This is his second year. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ryder McCabe out of Galleon. Ryder McCabe putting on a show, ladies and gentlemen. City of them all having one working headlight. Ryder McCabe might put a pretty decent time here. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Ryder McCabe driving Ryder's Rig. Coming to the finish line strong. Once again, thanks, Herbert.
Pretty good speed down through the frame twisters. Makes the right turn at Albuquerque.
Well, Nolan didn't give us any info, so we make up our own.
Yeah, he's out of Sudbury, Ohio. He's got a Ford, so we'll leave it there.
The tailgate is a something about no daddy.
Nolan Brooks out of Sunbury. Doing a nice job through that tight net support. Hey, some nice speed down the back stretch right there. Now he will make that right hander down here at the end. The holy pickle is what he calls it.
Pickles too much. Now I'm going to take for all more.
No one goes to the Sunbury. Good run.
One
Down. Driving the Soccer Mom 04 Jeep Drift Chrysler to hit Caravan.
Am I the only one excited by that?
Concrete Professionals runners first logo, some of the sponsors. First ever rough truck event right here with the Soccer Mom.
I'm really hoping the Caravan fan gets some out there.
Want to say thanks to Josh Yates, Mom and Dad. He loves you both. Wyatt Van Hoop. Let's
I could drive.
take the kids to soccer practice right there going down the back stretch. Still got her rolling. Slowly through the frame twisters. Oh, there you go. You got back in gear now. Uniform Grand Caravan. Out of Johnstown, Wyatt Van Hoop. Slowly around that final right-hander. Now to pick up speed. Right-hand. I think you might have got an inch or two of error. How soon YouTube and you lost the game. Says it's a two-door, big window Tahoe, very, very rare vehicle. He came to destroy it.
I actually had one in like the mid-90s. I love that thing. It makes me a little sad.
3 years rough truck experience. Best finish at 15. Wesley Moody out of Kirkersville. Wesley Moody doing a nice job down the back chute there.
I think they like you, Wesley.
Time to play the game. And don't have enough cylinders left. Good run though, clean run. Don't believe there's any penalty in Ohio. Underestimated. The Hunt Feed and Supplies machine. Been on his top a lot here. He's won over 20 events. Trying to get on his top there, gets it down off.
That's why we don't sit on the concrete.
The wild man, Chris Glover, almost missed the right turn at Albuquerque. Realized it, backing it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, before his run is over, let's count down from 3 and everyone scream happy 50th to Don and Linda. 3, 2, 1. Happy 50th, Don and Linda.
Chevy Express. I believe that's a former work vehicle, still got the ladder rack on it.
The people below me are extremely excited for you, sir.
Rolling through the frame twisters pretty well, makes the right turn at Albuquerque.
Oh, what?
Wyatt Peters bringing the bus through the technical tight inside portion of the course. Doing a nice job right there.
Let's go,
Wyatt Peters on the loud There's a lot of money right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's entertainment.
I think they forgot to take some things out of that one. What are we going to take after work tomorrow? Wyatt Peters.
Can you catch air at the finish line, Wyatt?
We're going to find out in a minute. Newark, Ohio. He got a little bit.
That looks like fun.
Looks like we got a clear track. Kyle Hughes out of Newark. Lights on for safety on the Isuzu Via Cross.
And they both work?
For now.
Impressive.
Actually, it appears all the lights work on it for now. Marker lights and all. Really carrying a lot of good speed down the back chute there. Tell you what, I'm thinking the Isuzu Via Cross might be the new rough truck vehicle of choice. Looking strong right now, Kyle Hughes.
I think I need one of those. Nice run. This is his first year and his first event. And I was really feeling encouraged for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter Croak out of Johnstown. We're going to go ahead and start a countdown clock. You got 10, Hunter. People pushing concrete to the famous corner. Here we go. That's Taylor Bentley out of Martinsburg. Driving that Honda Passport SUV 4x4. His sponsor's his own pocket. It's a kid's yard toy. I want to hang out with his kids. Hey, we're putting on a nice show here. Woo! I think this is going to be fun to watch. Hartford Fair, let's hear you. Coming around the last corner, Taylor Bentley out of Hartford. My husband just informed me he missed the right turn at Albuquerque. I don't understand, but we're going to play along. He corrected nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, David Torrens out of Utica. CMB Property Management. Mobile Service and Repair. Even Services. And Colin Exhaust Tires sponsoring that vehicle. That was like fun.
Probably a lot of firefighters making a lot of money tomorrow for the next couple of weeks.
The corn's coming on that last curve, and he just brings up undercutter across the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen of the Hartford Fair, David, hear you! Okay, that one, so right there. He only sponsored the out of his own pocket. This is the same vehicle that was in Knox, and well, they found it at a strip club parking lot. They used it there, and they're using it here. Thanks to fiance Laura. This is the second event. Ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, legal parts and pieces everywhere. Let it hear now. Peyton Hall in the grinder. Peyton might put down a pretty good time coming around that last corner. Let's see how strong he can finish. Walter Equipment out of Utica. GMP Farms out of Croton. Mid-Ohio Farming out of Croton. Ohio Paving out of Croton. Ag Pro, John Deere out of Mount Vernon and New Albany. Holmes Equipment Rental out of Mount Vernon and John Rental out of Johnstown. Out on track, we have Randy Atkins out of Heath. He's in an 02 Silverado 2-wheel drive. He likes to call it his fast wheel. He wants to say thank you to Miss Amanda and the other Hartford Fair London area. Randy might be losing a bit of heart piece on this truck real soon.
There's nothing left in the frame of that 02 Chevy Silverado right there, but still trying to keep him rolling.
I think you can, Randy.
He's got 2 cylinders running, I can hear him.
Randy Atkins out of Heath, ladies and gentlemen, cheer him on.
Truck break for Randy. I see the tires moving, the truck's not moving. Gotta put you on.
That's a 96 Ford Ranger 4x4, sponsored by Kick Rich Fencing. This is his first event. Let's let him hear it! In the first event, guys, Jonathan is entertaining y'all and leaving it all out there. We can do the same for him. Oh, nice recovery, Jonathan. I think Jonathan might bring another ball. What do you think? Hey, great fencing. Jonathan Dawson out of Homer coming around the last curve. Yay, Jonathan. That was fun to watch.
We got one over.
He crossed.
So the horse pulls will be right there in front of the grandstands. The rodeo will be down at the horse complex tomorrow night. So there you go. The rodeo will be at the horse complex. Horse pulls will be right here on the track, right in front of the grandstand. Sean Smith out of Croton, 03 Dodge Dakota, calls it the Other. First ever event. Nice smooth run going down the back chute here. Keeping that Dodge Dakota rolling. Here he comes, Hartford William area.
I think he's only allowed parking one truck.
This was a $200 Jeep. Best finish of 11th at the Morrow County Fair. Cody Daughtery out of Mount Vernon, Ohio. Doing a nice job through that right section of the infield. Going down the back chute. Let's see what he does with the double. Nice job. Yeah, he's a pretty good speed thus far. Got a couple of run going. One speed still 50.301. Like crazy. That's got a number. Final right-hander in third. Reach the tabletop. Looking good there.
5 foot ahead before they
Nicer than my daily driver truck. I'm hoping he's not planning on driving it home. I guess we're going to find out, huh? I believe that might be the couch cushion off the back porch furniture. George Remote on the loud pedal. Bill Bowles is fire around the bed. It hasn't left that next stage left yet. They might be leaving a transmission out there waiting shifting that thing. Duffy looking good through that first set of brake twisters. On the loud pedal through the infield. Carries a pretty good momentum through that second set of brake twisters. It's a real test for horse and course, pumping and skipping and jumping and bouncing. Trying to get her turn without backing up, and does so. Sounds like, oh, there goes. There's 6 putting that speed on. Sounds like the fire has went out on the 2012 Dodge Ram. Looks like he's looking for his battery. Well, you got about 6 seconds to do so. I'll give you one shot at it. If no fire, I'll bring the tow tracker. There it is, Travis Duffy. I'll see if I go back in here. There it is. Travis, I'll let him go. All right. Hook on the show. Let him hear you, ladies and gentlemen, through the trophy. Great to see him stop the turn out of Hebron. Carrying a lot of speed down the front chute there, makes the right turn, knocks the light out. Get through that first section, the tight technical section of the infield right there. Jacob Kirk, Hebron, Ohio driver, doing a nice job through the backstretch. Trying to keep his fillings in right now. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like he's trying to find reverse. Gets reverse. Keep it rolling. We might be seeing the end of an 01 GMC Jimmy here, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Valley, here you go. Definitely landed hard. Carries some pretty good speed down the front stretch into the right-hander. Coming through that second set of brake twisters into the real tight technical portion of the infield right there. It's their turn. Howard, Ohio, Cody McDonald. 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee. rough truck experience for Brennan Walker. Plain City, Ohio driver. Brennan around there driving Miss Daisy in that 02 Dodge Dakota. Moving steady with three, that was total second ahead. Brennan Walker.
Driving a Silverado. He likes to call it Snaggletooth. Sponsors, SUS Landscaping, Barney's Property Management, Property Solutions, Inc., Tactical Creations Apparel. He wants to say thank you, Peyton, and he loves you. This is his second year. Last year, he snapped the truck in half on multiple occasions. Government territory. Sports out of Croton. A whole lot of accident going on there. Isaac Sports coming around that final corner, taking it home. Good run, Isaac. Once again, Isaac sponsors every American night. Grand Cherokee. He likes to call it Nested. Sponsor, Fortitude, Health and Performance of Johnstown. He's been doing this for 10 years. Jacob's laying out one heck of a clean run. Let's see how he goes. That's there, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. We need number 111 in the staging area, please. Number 111 to the staging area. That's going to be Matthew Gray out of Marengo. Matthew Gray out of Marengo to the staging area. Cody Starmer from Mount Vernon, ladies and gentlemen, sponsors Ross Brothers and Tim Jensen. Cody's been doing this for 3 years. I was going to make the Albuquerque joke, but of course, turn to the right. Cody putting on a nice run. How much air can Cody get back here? Run for Cody Starmer. I don't know, Vernon in that 4 Grand Cherokee. You have fans, Cody. Here he comes. He's already coming around on that curve, ladies and gentlemen. Cody might put in one heck of a good time here. Yeah, he didn't slow down at all. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? That's a 93 Grand Cherokee. He wants to thank me, myself, and I. Special thanks to Allie for always being there. He believes this is the night he will place high. Let's see how he does. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Haynes from Westerville. Don't look into the light. And I just did it again. He didn't want anyone to watch him tonight. Bryce seems to be playing it pretty safe, but let's see if he does back here. And Bryce, that was the headlight. It might be a daily rider. That might be the problem. Hope he doesn't drive on the highway. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Haynes out of Westerville. Alright, Bryce, let's go.
Just took the highway.
Played with himself instead.
Family and friends, we want to make sure you know we appreciate you so much. Sean's been doing this for 3 years. We might get some entertainment here, ladies and gentlemen. Let Sean hear you. Where have you guys been all night?
Not what I've been undressed.
News right for Sean Carter out of Sawmill. Again, if you drive a noisy boy, stop your bike star bar, carry out. First meeting, he returns and he appreciates all of his family and friends. Oh yeah, Sean. That Williams 1500. He likes to call it Pete and Ernie. His sponsors, Pete and Ernie Motorsports and Complete Towing. And of course, he said we have to thank Steve. Michael's been doing this for 6 years. His very first run, he caught on fire. He works out of town, so he's not been able to participate for a while, so he's really eager to get out here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened here. Oh, this is perfect. You'll know I just take his picture. Michael's already at that last curve. He might come up with a pretty good number two. Nice finish from Michael Rango out of New York. Once again, Wyatt's sponsor is Performance Towing. Awful, pretty aqua color you got there, Wyatt.
Not an S10, it's a Rust 10. And climbing the hill, getting on top, getting back in. Whatever works, I guess. Sun Bear Island goes to Dog. In the Rust 10. strong thus far. The impound rat Ford F-150.
I feel like Jacob's gonna get air in back row.
That kid came around in a hurry right there. Keeping her rolling though. You know you hit hard when the front tires start turning in the air.
Thank you for proving me right, Jake.
I think you might have knocked a couple spark plugs on right there or something. Marrying a hot driver, Jacob Smith right here. A Ford F-150, buddy, marrying a Croton.
Where are my people going?
Her out of Denver.
The only thing that might be better than the deep fried Twinkie is the deep fried Snickers.
Way over rotated. Got her back going. Stephen Curry definitely not afraid of the loud pedal on that diesel.
Ah, the smell of diesel in the morning.
A lot of weight on the front end of this one. What's he doing here? I think we might need to do a Dodge transmission. Oh, he's got it. The above below construction boss machine, Stephen Curry, Snowbird, on the way home. Let's go out. First event, first time ever in rough truck competition right here at the Hartford Fair for Wyatt Lenz out of Sunbury.
As anyone knows that watches these, those are definitely exploders. We just hope he makes it across the finish line.
Wyatt Lenz coming through that tricky, tight infield portion here. The 06 Explorer. Down the back chute. Well, pretty good run down, nice place, pretty good on speed.
For a first run, that's impressive.
Absolutely, having a good run going here. No cones down, no missed obstacles.
A lot better than I
Reach
thought.
the tabletop at the end. DKC Magic, Logan Street Service sponsor. Been rough trucking for about 6 years. Truck 117, this is your last call. You need to be in staging immediately. Truck 117, you need to be in staging immediately. It's going to be Dalton Irvin. Dalton Irvin, you're needed in staging. Dylan Langer, looking strong in that 98 Street Right down one. This case is too bad. Can we bring him on through there? He's still moving.
It's fun to watch. Let's hear it out.
Maybe now.
Nailed it.
2004 Ford Explorer. Calls it the Roll Booster Wonder. Says it's 4x4-ish. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sponsors include Graham's Auto Resale, B&J Towing, first event ever.
PM, S2S Landscaping, and PSI. This is Matthew's first year. He's leaving it all out there. Let's cheer him on, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew also wants you on now. That was fun. Once again, we appreciate these drivers so much. They really do beat themselves up out there, and they leave it all out there. Matthew did take 26 on the county fair this year. He's on to watch there again. Matthew's going to come around the last corner. What kind of numbers do we think he's going to put up tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Nice finish. That's going to be Matt Kenwood out of Fredericktown in that 99 Ford panel van. He likes to call it the campy vehicle, but we're not going to talk about why. His sponsors? I'm not supposed to say this, but I will. I love you, Brad. Mount Vernon overhead door. Russell Excavating. Jacket Excavating. He's been doing this for 3 years. Just started placing Stockton. And when he was in Knox County, he really did just floor it and go over everything. It was fun to watch. There's all kinds of rubbish out there, ladies and gentlemen. You're supposed to lock doors first, Matt. That's it without running out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for us. Well, Max, go ahead and cross that finish line once again. Let's hear it for the track staff, because that's going to take a minute. First today. He says he's sleepless in Croton because he didn't get any sleep last night. Let's see what happens. For our first event, Hunter's leaving it out there too. We need some people to join the gentleman across from us. First event. Good job, Hunter. That's the one I want to be a passenger in right now. Hunter's probably going to put a pretty good time down too. He's coming around that last curve right now. Get it, Hunter? Hunter's hair is got to be masculine. He's kind of hopping around everywhere. He's just waiting on that first big win. Do you think he might hit it tonight? What is that thing on the top of it? Why is it there? I'm asking for clarification. Clock putting out a pretty thin run. We'll see what kind of time he got. Again, Connor Townsend out of the US. 4 by myself and I. Waiting on that first big win. Is it going to be a nice one? Miguel driving Grimace, his sponsor, Nelson's Auto Wrecking. He's been doing this for 15 years. He knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. You're all going to be my new best friends by the time we're done tonight. Jason Lindell out of Coshocton. Once again, to be the passenger. Jason Lindell bringing runners around the corner. Once again, his sponsor, Nelson's Auto Wrecking. Coming into that last curve. Bring it on, Jason! They had to tell me to leave the bees out. That's my high point of the night. Sponsor, Unity Therapeutic Massage and Leganowski Excavation. You want to take that to Woo! Pulled right out of it. Santa's been driving these events for 8 years. Took 12. Business. He's been doing this for 10 years, so he definitely knows what he's doing. St. John's going to put on a show for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put him in. You guys made my night. Thank you. Dalton Urban out of Utah. He shows no sign of failure. That's what we love. Take it home. President Mars, thank you. Johnson at 95, Chevy 2500. Thank you for not bringing a brand heritage. His sponsors, Parsons Trucking and Andrix Landscaping. This is his first year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's thank him for being here.
My problem is that I see people like fall down and tumble, and if I fall down, I'm not going to play it. There, I don't care if you're right over me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if he can hear you, he might hit that gas a little more going down this back stretch. Let's do it, Preston. That's the problem. So darn. Not for long. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we can give it a 10, but we're probably boys. 5 years experience, made the top 10 in knots, and it looks like he's going for it here. No hesitation, just keep going. I bet we're going to see air here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer on Jordan! Oh yeah, I do have to do that. Guess what? We're going to be... What do we think? Get it, Trevor! Oh, looks like Trevor's taking a little, I don't know, cruise, vacation. He's just chilling. Did it work? If it doesn't work, we gotta start 10. 5. Is it gonna move? Sorry, Trevor. I was almost right there. I have faith in you, Trevor. Get it done. Trevor Keller out of Mount Vernon has come to a stop again. We have started the 10-second clock. I think I can. We were 2. Go, Trevor! That was hard. Trevor, you can't stop now. It's not even fair. 8, 7, 6. We need to get track and stop ready. 2, 1. Tires are pointing opposite directions. I don't think that's a good time. I know you can finish this, Trevor. Trevor, pull it out there, ladies and gentlemen. You're cheering on.
Jeep Grand Cherokee, Baby 2.0.
I'm not only ordering a stamp that says Cherokee, I'm going to get a voice recording. Pushing. He's pushing the chair.
He says this was Baby 2.0, but my truck is Baby number 1. So, next version of Baby.
Brian, you're definitely putting on a show. Glad to watch. Keep going.
Got a flat right front early on, but taking a shortcut there off the turning pylon. Using that plane, that right front, takes it on third. Doesn't work quite well.
Run, Brian.
Into that technical tricky infield section. Second set of frame twisters right there.
If I ever in my life thought about buying a Cherokee, Knox County and Hartford changed my mind.
Bring it out on the well pedal. Pedal back stretch. Down through the final couple corners. Good clean time so far. Keep momentum rolling. So he's looking for his sixth exploit.
There's a whole lot of rattling and shaking going on down there.
A whole lot of shaking going on. We'll see if that bed makes the run. Logan Miller. Like he's got the Power Wheel four-wheeler on top. Maybe that's his pit vehicle.
Come on, Logan, give it a heck!
Keeping it rolling. That full-size truck making it work.
Shaking going on.
Like quick turn auto. One of the best spots there on the side.
Quick Turn Autos was also sponsoring another vehicle tonight. They were
Robert Tracy's father, Con with GM of Newark. Been doing this for 14 years, got 4 wins. John Roberts out of Newark.
a big win.
Time to beat. Still Tracy Mix, 50.301. 50.301, still the time to beat. That was set clear back at truck number 60. Don Roberts really going for it though.
There's something exciting about when all four wheels leave the ground. Even though he's
Chicago GM of Newark sponsor, Jeep Cherokee here for Don Roberts.
Drive that Cherokee, Don!
Good solid run. Kevin Chairman of Newark, telling the sponsor, want to say thank you, Britain, for putting up with Dad. 6-year rough truck running. Returning champ here at the Hartford Fair.
And he says thank you.
So thank you, Kevin Chairman of Newark.
By the way, he's a good daughter.
Kevin Chairman got a good clean run, really carrying a lot of speed. Nice and quick on the left seat there. Final right-hander.
Let's go, Kevin!
By Morris Kelly, Charlie Mike, John Shores, Paul Mechanic, and Jeff Jeeper. Running in memory of Colton Pelton and Charlie Harris. James Hinkle, Utica, Ohio, just still got a cone right there. But it's still standing, so I guess he didn't intentionally knock it over.
Well, he didn't knock it over. It's standing.
Well, that's true, but that's like the track. He knocked his plate off the hill for the new track. I got a new chiropractor going on. Come see me after the show. I'll let you know.
Is anyone else triggered by the flashing blue lights?
James Hinkle, Utica, Ohio driver.
Once again, James driving in memory of Colton Pelton and Charlie Harris.
Got her going just.
Green light for Garrett.
All right, all trucks, if you are not in staging by now, you need to do so now. All trucks, all numbers, I need you to staging.
All drivers, if you're napping, now is the time to get up and get to staging.
Jared Parsons, Johnstown, Ohio, the 1999 Ford Ranger. Bumper barely hanging on back there. First ever event right here at the Hartford Fair. Peyton Bollinger out of Johnstown. And missed the right turn on Albuquerque, comes back over the hill.
That's the route I would have taken too.
The long way, that's the long way to Albuquerque.
Duh.
Okay.
No one said I had common sense. I just do stuff because it's fun.
Johnstown, Ohio's Peyton Bollinger, The Great Escape.
Hayden, I have faith in you. Go, go, go! There it is. And then the ice set.
Well, he's got to get 49.949 or better to be at the top.
Wondering how we get the ice access. Bring it home, Hayden.
sponsor. 4 years rough truck experience as he lost the rear end and the drive shaft.
There was a joke there, but I'm not going to do that.
So Bobby Munderland out of Utica. Over the fair, but keeps the rolling, that's into the obstacles.
Nice correction. No time problem. I feel like Bobby's going to put in a strong finish here. Nice.
Lawn and Landscape, the sponsor, 3 years rough truck experience. Says his best finish is around 35th, but he's trying to improve upon it each and every chance he gets out. The Paw Patrol machine of Devin Pugh. Devin Pugh putting it down the back, shooting nice and smooth, trying to carry a good amount of speed, does so. Makes that first right-hander. Nice and smooth on that left-hander. Final right-hander coming up. Let's see what he does down here. A lot of trucks are getting awful wide, but he keeps it underneath him. Great job by Devin Pugh. Metzger estimating the sponsor, 30-year rough truck competition. Eric Metzger out of Granville. .141, a 142 to staging. 141 and 142 to staging. Tony Pointer Carlson.
.141 and 142. If you are not happy, please hit the stage.
Eric Metzger, 2540 up 150. Finish on his run. Losing pieces and parts.
Not missing a single mound of dirt. Ran over the ball.
We're in Ohio. There needs to be no ducks given.
Yeah, I had to ask to repeat that 3 times. 3.
Sponsored by Five Services, me, myself, and I. Says, second year, you did all right at Knox County. The No Ducks Given machine for Derek Farmer out of Mount Vernon.
The no ducks given actually started as a joke with the neighbor who kept correcting him. I think he liked to start the one. But he's just trying to get carrot seed, so he's got that going for him.
Got a good clear run thus far. And we're really carrying around.
Let's go, Derek! Carrot seed.
Sponsored out of his pocket, 4 years of rough truck experience, the Knight Rider machine. David Daniels, former Ohio driver.
David is another one that's a lot of fun to watch, so.
Definitely hitting about everything he can. Code.
Has no offset.
North Carolina Condemned Motorsports for the sponsors. Second year rough truck competition. Off to a good start. He says, looking for a top 5. This is Will Schneider out of Wilkins Corners.
Workout here, but I'm kind of working just fine.
Actually doing a heck of a job. Hartford Fair, 49.949, 49.949 for Hartford Fair. Will Schneider.
Will Schneider of Condemned Motorsports going to finish strong here tonight. Something fun about it.
141, 142, truck 141, 142. This is David Daniels out of Butler. Last call for 141 and then 142. So this here is David Daniels. David's out of Butler. Then Knight Rider Machine.
I feel like I'm on repeat, but David Daniels gives it all he's got. Puts a lot of air, puts on a great show.
First name, the Knight Rider. I believe that was Michael Knight back in the day. David Daniels. Pretty solid run right there. Colors? Oh. Quick Turn Auto, Arcade Towing the sponsor, 14 years. Rough truck experience, coming off of injuries right now. Stephen Roberts Jr.
When he came to sign up, he literally let us know the truck was being delivered. He wasn't even sure if it was here yet. What kind of vehicle would that be?
That is a Jeep Patriot. It's not a Cherokee.
It's not Cherokee, but I knew it was a little different. Thought maybe I would start this evening.
Oh, here's Stephen Roberts Jr.
Sponsors go Logging LLC and G&W Farm. Andrew's been doing this for 4 years. This is his 17th event. Still haven't killed that Mariner yet, though. Get it, Andrew? I have faith. Make it fly. Let's make this be the last one, Andrew. Get a new one. Once again, Andrew Green, I am here on that Mariner. Been doing this for 4 years in that Mariner. Once again, Andrew's sponsor goes Logging LLC. I used to call it Hellraiser. Sponsor, Free Motors, Strapman Metals, and Select Outdoor Living. He's been doing this for 7 years. He says he's got no rollovers yet, but he's not making promises about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Done. I'm a lot of that, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, John, on that, driving Hellraiser. Again, Dr. Sponsor, Extreme Fire, Strapman Metals, and Select Outdoor Living. So it appears that this is Andrew Watson out of East. I have no information on Andrew, so give her a heck, Andrew. What did you say? It's the wrong way, Andrew. That's why we don't sit on concrete, ladies and gentlemen.
Need to force, go ahead and shut her down, Andrew. You got a broken tire.
One last time. Support equipment provided by. Is that iron? What is that? I can't read it. Support equipment provided by Iron Spike Construction Inc. Now, the Sunbury Advantage. Yeah, Advantage Ag. Welfare equipment out of Utica. And Sheep Farms out of Croton. Mid-Ohio Farming out of Denver. Mid-Ohio Paving. I've done that all night. Croton here. Out of Mount Vernon and New Albany. Rental out of Mount Vernon and Sunbelt Rental out of Johnstown. Thank you very much. Strong finish for Ty out of Buckeye. Ready? That's the Cherokee. He wants to thank to the girlfriend because it's her Jeep. I would have gave it up to a girlfriend. Let the Jeep go. First event ever. Jason Miley. Driving that Cherokee that's actually his girlfriend. The lights are blinding, sir. Give her a hat. That's some air. Go out with a bang. Finish hard. Come on, there's one way to ask you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Miley. It's the girlfriend's name. It's the girlfriend. That's an 07 Ford E15 van. It is hilarious, and he will go airborne. I saw him nod. He likes the color cold steel. Of course, I bet no one knows who his sponsor is, right? Yeah, that's right. Crosby Heating and Cooling. He's been doing this for 4 years. He made it all the way to the end at Knox, and he's still running. You know where the gas is. Get it, Sawyer! Y'all look out for him. At least you didn't put free candy down inside of it, sir. Once again, show your blue ball. How about the cold steel? Sponsor, Coffee Boy.